Hello, Boys and Girls Club of Boston members and families. Welcome to SMART Talks. This is a show where I get to sit down with various artists and talk about their professional careers. My name is Georgia. I'm the Performing Arts Program Director at the Boys and Girls Club in Chelsea. And today I have a very special guest. His name is Aram, and he's a professional comedian. Hi, Aram. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Thank you so much for being here. This is so exciting. You're our first and only comedian on SMART Talks.
Oh, pressure. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So we're just going to jump right in. How did you start your career in comedy?
Originally, I always make the joke that it's no other marketable skills. But I was part of the speech team in high school, and I was thrown in an event called Original Comedy, where you have to write your own comedic stories and do characters and do voices and things like that. And after doing that for 3 years, I kind of felt like I had a little knack for it. So I kind of made a decision. I was gonna say, well, maybe this is something I can pursue, because I kind of taught myself a little bit, and then maybe go get some professional training to help with that. But yeah, it really was kind of just someone threw me in the swimming pool. They're like, you're doing this event where you do characters and voices. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll start writing. So
That's amazing. So I guess it's fair to say then that you came into it pretty late. It's not like did you grow up like doing impressions and wanting, to be the center of attention and kind of like the class clown?
Oh no, in middle school, I think I was very, very introverted, because I had just come out of a Catholic school that was very quiet. And then once I got out of middle school, then I became the class clown, because I was like, oh, I can be who I am, right? Just joke around. And when you're in a big, diverse school, you're kind of allowed to be a little bit more expressive.
But has anyone really dissuade you from following your dreams of being a comedian? Because I think we all know, like, maybe not specifically for comedy, but definitely for really anything in the performing arts, it's a really unstable sort of career choice and path.
Right. All the time. Yeah, I try to be not one of the people dissuading myself from doing it. But the people who have tried to tell me, like, hey, this is something that's a little unstable, whether it was my parents or family friends, it's like, it's always out of a good place. It's always out of we want you to be financially stable or whatever, and happy. So it's never out of oh, don't do this, don't follow your dreams. It's more like we want you to have a job that, you get paid regularly, so you don't have to stress about that. So it comes from a good place, and you kind of just have to, instead of letting it discourage you, be like, okay, well, that's someone who's caring about me in the way that they know how, and then I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing as long as I can. At least that's how I try to interpret it.
And I mean, that's a great way. It's much easier, I guess, on your emotional state to be like,
that way I don't cry a lot.
They're trying to support me in the way that they can, rather than getting angry for that.
Right.
But when you are on stage, do you ever get embarrassed if like a joke doesn't fly, or if the audience doesn't laugh, or is it easy for you to kind of like make fun of yourself and keep going?
That's interesting. Well, I've had auditions that went so bad they were funny to me. But it's but there is times where you feel like, oh, this is gonna go really well, and then people react to something that you didn't think was funny.
Great. And just like authenticity sounds like key.
Right. And it's very apparent when you're not being authentic. And
yeah, the audience can sniff it out for sure. And that must be a common knowledge amongst all sort of big comedians. Is there a comedian that you learned that from, or which comedians are your biggest inspirations?
Oh wow, yeah. There's a lot. I mean, I really, in terms of like some sort of newer people, I love John Mulaney. He was a writer on SNL. He was very funny, helped write the Stefan sketches. A big Robin Williams fan. I thought his stand-up
Oh, I love Robin
was
Williams.
great. He's great. Thank you very much. And it's like he was so great. I mean, and just like his presence on a stage and his energy level, and his brain is going 10 times faster than anybody else's, but you still manage to be able to keep up. Tina Fey's brilliant. I mean, there's so
love
many.
Tina Fey too. There are so many good ones.
It's like you don't know where to stop. There's so many good ones. Whether it's like you're an actor idol, a writer idol, you know, Gilda Radner from the first season of SNL. She was great. John Belushi. Those.
We could keep going. We could keep going forever.
The list goes on.
So you mentioned a lot of SNL and a lot of comedians who have been on SNL. Is that sort of your big dream? And if not, what is?
That's a great question. As I get older, I think my dreams kind of shift a little bit. I think the current dream is to be able to do comedy or do acting or whatever, or writing, and be able to pay the bills with that and not have to be doing something on the side. The way I sort of see it is people who, like, if they don't get SNL and they're doing comedy, that's like saying, well, if I don't get into Harvard, I'm not doing college. You know what I mean? There's so many better, good schools, opportunities. So it's like, I think a realistic goal for yourself should be doing the work you like and living off of that. So yeah, I would definitely say the goal is just to be writing or acting on a show and just getting to do what I like. And then at the end of the day, that pays the bills, even if it's work, you know, because it's even your dream job is still a job.
Right. Well, that was perfect advice. And I know that a lot of our team members are super into comedy. I have a group of members who love to do improv games and things. So
give them my email. I'll come do a workshop.
That would be incredible.
When the virus ends.
Yeah. Until then, they'll have this video to watch, and I'm sure they'll really appreciate it. So thank you so much for your time. My
pleasure, Georgia.
And I hope you have a great rest of your week and that you stay safe, and don't forget to wash your hands.
I will. Take care, everybody. Thank you.